So if you tip your canoe, if you take your family out, if you go out by yourself, you want to figure out and know how to get back into the canoe. It's very important. A couple different things you can do. And I'm going to show you 3 ways to get back into the canoe in open water where you cannot touch the bottom. I'm in about 15 feet of water right here, can't touch the bottom. I'm going to show you how to get back in it. So, here we go. Whew. That's chilly. Alright, so your paddle, you don't want to lose your paddle. So I'm going to tuck my paddle in underneath the seats here. At least you got a chance of it staying in there. I'm going to flip the canoe over. You can roll the canoe as much as you want, but it's going to just fill up with water. It's going to keep filling up with water. You'll never get in it that way. See that? It just stays full of water. So what you got to do is flip it over. And the first way I'm going to show you is you come to the back here. And if you lift straight up on it, you can't get it out of the water because there's a strong suction on it. So what you got to do is you got to tip it so that you create an air gap there. And then it's going to relieve the suction. And you're going to tip it up. You're going to lift. You're going to press it up over your head as high as you can. And you're going to rotate it fast to get it up as high out of the water and rotate it and pivot it at the same time so it doesn't suck water in on the way over. So here we go. I'm having trouble that way getting most of the water out. So if you get most of it out, but you can't get enough out to get in it, you can just start bailing by hand. It's a little tedious. And eventually you can get enough water out to get in it. Not ideal though. I'm going to show you a second way. This is my favorite way to get into it. For this method, you're going to go underneath it, inside of it, and you're going to position yourself towards one end, and you're going to find the closest crossbar at the end. Here we go. Sorry guys. Once you're in the canoe, you can lift straight up on it like this. You're going to grab the crossbar. Got the camera on the crossbar in front of me here. You're going to put your hands on the crossbar. And you can try to lift straight up on it, but it's not going to budge because it's got a suction on the water. So you can't lift it like that. What you got to do, you got to break the suction. You hear that? The suction broke by tipping the canoe out of the water slightly. Now you're going to lift straight up and rotate. The higher and harder you can push, the less water is going to be in it when you get it around, and the better chance you have of getting back in it. Just like this. 1, 2, 3. Now it's almost impossible to get all the water out. So I got almost all the water out, a good portion of the water out. Now you can bail it so you get enough out that you're comfortable to climb back in. Third way you can try to get back in it is just purely by bailing the water. Leave it upright and you can kind of rock it back and forth and get some of the water out. You just kind of want the water to spill over the side. And then once you get lower to a certain point, you're going to have to start bailing it by hand or with a bailer. That's the least effective to get back in the canoe in open water, but it is an option if you're in a bad way and you just can't get it over. So that's the 3 ways that I know, and it's not easy. You definitely want to practice it if you're gonna do a lot of canoeing. If you're gonna do canoeing in big water or cold water, something that you should know how to do and you should be prepared to do if you have to. So I'm going to show you how I get in it. So you're going to find 2 bars, You want to be towards the seat that you're going to sit on. So if you're solo, you're going to be towards the rear here. So you don't have to travel across the whole canoe. I'm going to put my hands on these. I'm going to kick hard with my feet. I'm going to inch myself up and get to the far side. You know, part of my weight to the far side as fast as possible. So here we go. I'm going to set my butt just like that. There we go. Got my paddle in here now. Get to shore. Now once we get to shore, I can bail more. I can bail more in here if I can too. But that's how you do it.